Hi guys, welcome to 𝑷𝑹𝑰𝑽𝑨𝑚𝑬 Tarot. In today's reading, we will find out what is the latest gossip about you. So you can see an image on your screen right now. You've got 3 options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the pinned comment and the description box. So make your choice and let's get started. Hello Group 1, welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at your oracles first to find out what is the latest gossip about you, and then we will move on to your tarot cards. So the oracles that came out for you are protection, then we have caution, comfort, and isolation. Okay, first of all, the people gossiping about you are the people who haven't spoken to you, I feel, because you don't like speaking with these people. Isolation and protection tells me, in general, Group 1, you're someone who has their boundaries set very clearly. You stand by them. You are friendly with everyone, but you're not friends with everyone, and there is a big difference between the two, Group 1. It's not that you don't like talking to people, although for some of you legit, like, that might be the case. You do not like talking to a lot of people, but the ones that are gossiping about you are people whom you are consciously with whom you've consciously limited your interaction, and there's a reason behind it. They've given you a reason to limit your interactions with them. Caution over here tells me there is an energy of a second-hand lesson over here. So I don't think these are people who've wronged you, but these are people who've wronged someone else, and you're aware of it. So you are aware of the lengths to which these particular people can go to unnecessarily fiddle with other people's lives. And because you know their tendencies, you know that these people are troublemakers, you know they are not necessarily very good human beings, you consciously stay away from them. You consciously do not talk to them, or at least avoid them as much as possible. You have friends who are friends with these people, but like I said, you don't talk to them. And they get this feeling that you are excluding them, which you are, but then that gives them a reason to gossip about you. Because from their point of view, it's like, nobody else has an issue talking to us. Why does Group 1 not talk to us? What does Group 1 think is so special about them that they can't sit at the same table as us? They never hang out with us. Like, why is that? Which is why, like I said, these people tend to gossip about you. They definitely seem to have given a very, very different spin to this whole setting up of boundaries thing. From your point of view, like I said, you've set up your boundaries because prevention is better than cure. But when they talk about you behind your back, when they gossip, they say that it is because you've got this superiority complex. Like, you think, Group 1, that you're too prim and proper to hang out with them, to talk to them. For a few of you, I'm getting a message that these are people whom you used to speak with earlier, but you have since limited your interaction with them or cut off your interaction with them to a great extent, like very, very significantly. And comfort over here tells me that there has been some growth in your life, especially when it comes to money. So you're making more than you were when you were more pally with these people. And so that is another angle that they're giving to this whole thing. Just because Group 1 is doing well for themselves now, they think that they're suddenly too good to talk to us, to be talking to us, to be seen hanging out with us like that. I'm also being told that there is for sure a blind spot. These are not the kind of people who will ever acknowledge or admit that they are the problem. They would much rather push the blame onto you, make it seem like you are doing something incredibly wrong by not talking to them, rather than trying to understand why might you have distanced yourself from them. Okay, let us take a look at your tarot cards now to find out more. So we have the King of Swords, Nine of Swords, King of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. All mostly swords over here. So these people might have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in their chart, sun, moon, rising, or otherwise, that is if you know their birthday, etc. For a lot of you, I do feel like these are people who have for sure in the past given you or someone around you a tough time, and you got to know of it. There could have been lies, there could have been deception, there could have been instances where they did something and then put the blame on someone else, like somebody else took the fall for them and it became ugly real quick. This might be a workplace situation for some of you. In fact, it might be one of those workplaces which are extremely toxic, lots of internal politics, lots of gossiping in general that keeps happening. The kind of workplace where you have to lick your boss's ass to get to the top. That is what I'm getting, at least for a few of you. One more message that I'm getting for you, group 1, is that you used to do a lot of favors for these people, but now you don't. Okay, you do not go out of your way to do things for these people anymore. You've started saying no more often to them now. And like I said, it's just one of the many reasons why they gossip about you. So they tell others, whoever would listen, honestly, is what I'm hearing. Like whoever would sit down and listen to them gossip, they'll tell all those people that you think you're some big shot, that you are very high and mighty, that you have no consideration for other people's feelings, that you're very selfish, you never help people, you're very self-centered like that. Even if someone is in trouble, you will see that they're struggling with something, but you will not offer help. You will not step in. And that you can be very cunning at times, that you keep your cards very close to your chest, you're very unpredictable, and that unpredictability is something that other people who are listening to this gossip should be cautious of. It seems as if when new people join the flock, when new people join this workplace or this friend circle or whatever the situation is, they keep on, like these people that gossip about you, keep on telling the new entrants that they should all be careful of you because you are self-centered, because you are selfish. In fact, I am also getting a message, group 1, and this is actually a big one. The shit that they've pulled off, they tell others those stories, but they make you the protagonist. So for instance, let's say that if they did some money fraud with someone, they would tell these new people the same story, but they'll say that you are the one who did that money fraud with someone else. Like that. So liars, pathological liars with the 7 of Swords over here, these people. And I can also tell you that you're not the only person that they're gossiping about. It seems like they've honestly got nothing better to do than gossip about other people. So you're just one of the many people they keep gossiping about. They do not like the fact that they have lost the grip that they had on you. Because like I said earlier, you used to go out of your way to do things for these people. You would help these people. But you do not do that anymore. And so that is something that did not sit well with them. I am also being told that they tell people not to become friendly with you or not to get too involved with you. Otherwise, you'll just let them down. So in case, group 1, you have been wondering why the new faces around you avoid you, or why there's a look of discomfort on their face when you, from your side, try to talk to them, it is because these people that gossip about you poison their ears against you. Okay, let's see, what do you need to know about all this? Spirit, anything group 1 needs to know or keep in mind about all this gossip? We have bonds. Anything group 1 needs to know or keep in mind about this gossip? Forgive. Anything group 1 needs to know or keep in mind about this gossiping? We've got passion and we've got reward. Honestly, it feels like this isn't something worth your time. This isn't something that you need to be worrying about. I feel like whoever these people are, they won't really get too far ahead in their career or in their life, and that is a bitter fact. From your end, you do not have to confront them, of course. You can simply choose to forgive them and move on with your life, which I'm sure you are. One piece of advice over here with bonds is that if there is someone whose description matches whatever it is that I told you at the beginning of the reading, it is time to cut your bond, to cut your contact with that particular person. You also need to know that this gossiping or these lies that they're spreading about you will in no way affect whatever it is that you rightly deserve, because with passion and reward being present over here, the universe recognizes that you are a hard worker, that you put your heart and soul into whatever it is that you do, that you are a very good human being, you have a lot of passion, a lot of empathy towards other people, towards whatever it is that you do. And rest assured, they can say whatever they want to behind your back, but their words do not have the power to bring you down. At the end of the day, you will get all the rewards that you rightly deserve. Alright, group 1. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. My Instagram is back up again. I deactivated it, so you can check out more readings over there. You can book a personal reading with me through WhatsApp, Instagram, or email, all of which are given in the description box. And you can also subscribe to my Patreon and get access to exclusive readings and videos. That link is also in the description box. Thank you so much for being over here. If you are new, do consider subscribing. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. So let's find out first, using your oracles, what is the latest gossip about you, and then we will move on to your tarot cards. So the oracles that came out for you are death, then we have frustration, ghost, and space. Alright. So this message will resonate with you, especially group 2, if there has been some big transformation in your life of late. And this can be on multiple levels, but for most of you, I see it as kind of a leveling up in your life. So you've switched jobs, you have switched cities, you have moved to a different country. There has been a very visible and significant upgrade of lifestyle. Maybe there has been some tremendous physical transformation as well. You have finally achieved your health or fitness goals, or whatever the case may be. Now, the people that are gossiping about you are people who are very well versed with the past version of you. All right, these are not necessarily people who are actively around you right now. So for example, let's say that if you have recently switched to a new job at a significantly higher pay, so these people that are gossiping about you are from your old job. Okay, if you have moved cities, then these are people who were a part of your social circle in the old city, like that. So they know that old version of yours. Space over here tells me with ghost that these people, for some reason, are reminiscing a lot about that old version of yours, and that's precisely because they do not have access to the new you. Alright, and I am being told, group 2, that it was a very conscious decision on your part, that as you step into this next chapter of your life, whom do you want to bring with you? And I feel like a lot of these people could have tried to remain in touch with you, but I don't think you reciprocated. Maybe they messaged you, you did not reply to their messages on purpose. They could have emailed you, you did not reply to their emails on purpose. You could have even blocked some of them outright. You could have removed them as followers. You could have unfollowed a lot of them. Take what resonates. So these are the people that are gossiping about you. and I'm hearing bitching. All right, so it's like, it's not even gossiping at this point, it's mostly bitching. And this bitching is stemming from irritation behind the fact that they've been cut off. And it seems like you just ripped off the band-aid, like you were very quick with it. I do not think you thought too much about it. Maybe you did not think too much about it because you were very clear about what you want and what you don't. You had a lot of clarity. You did not need time to think twice about it. This is the person that I want to keep talking to. This is the person that I do not wish to talk to anymore. So bye, that is it. As simple as that. The suddenness of it, however, did not sit too well with them, which is why they are bitching about you. And because there has been this transformation, because your life today is better than what it was when these people were around you, that is the basis for the gossip. That the transformation that has happened hasn't just happened with your life or with your exterior beauty, or not just with your lifestyle or your money or your career. It has mostly happened with you as a person. Like perhaps they say shit like, oh, they've changed so much, Group 2's changed so much, they weren't like this before, they used to be much more friendly, they used to be much more humble, and they won't even look at us now, they won't even talk to us now, they think they are out of our league now, things like that. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards, Group 2. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and we have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so these people might have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising. That is, if you know their birthdays. Anyway, for some of you, Group 2, these are people from your extended family, or even your exes or ex for that matter. The funny thing is that this level up that has happened, because it has happened for sure, even if it is a physical level glow up, you have put your heart and soul into it. So if you got the promotion, it is because you worked your ass off for it. If you got a good job, it is because you proved yourself as a very, very good professional. If you achieved your fitness goals, it is because you were very, very consistent with your effort. So whatever the case was, you have put in a lot of hard work behind it. Interestingly, they can't see it. It's like they see the results because the results are there for everybody to see. It's very evident, it's very out there. But the process, the hard work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, they either don't know about it or they do not acknowledge it. Alright? For them, it's almost as if you got all of this overnight and that success has just gotten into your head, or those results have just gotten into your head. I also feel like these people, before this transformation, before this change happened in your life, they thought that they were ahead of you. They thought that they were better than you in a lot of aspects, and now they feel like you've overtaken them and they don't like it. Especially for those of you for whom this is a career win, or your finances are very, very good now as compared to before. They do not like it. They do not see the hard work you've put behind it. They just see that, oh, Group 2 is making more money than me now, and like, how is that fair? What has Group 2 done that is so exceptional for them to be making this amount of money now? Which is obviously ridiculous. Now, for some of you, like I said, I definitely feel like these are people from your previous workplace, or people whom, like people from your community, relatives, extended family, things like that. Some of them are gossiping about how, oh wow, it came and then it went. Wait. Yeah, got it. So they're gossiping about how you've become kind of a show-off now. For example, let's say that if you go on a vacation and you put up a story about it, and they see that story, they'll say, oh, look at group 2 just shoving it in our faces that they make so much money now that they can afford all of these luxurious places or these fancy places. Or let's say that if you buy a new car and you post about that, let alone congratulating you, they'll gossip about how it, like you do not deserve it. Or like I said, it's just you again showing off about how much money you're making and posting about your fancy car and everything. They will absolutely not acknowledge the fact that you did not own a car before and you worked hard for it, you saved for it, and finally you bought the car that you like. Or that previously you did not have a lot of money to go on trips, and now that you do, of course you will go on trips. Like, why the fuck won't you, right? But like I said, they would rather be delusional about how you do not deserve the success that you have now, than acknowledge your efforts, than congratulate you. They won't do that. In fact, group 2, one of the biggest tells about these gossip mongers for you specifically, whenever something good happens with you, whenever you have your next level up, and let's say you post about it or people get to know about it, look out for the ones who do not congratulate you. Okay, because they won't. And that's how you'll know that these are precisely the people who think you do not deserve all of the good things that are happening in your life. There is definitely an element of jealousy over here as well, like because like I said, they feel like you've overtaken them in some way or another, and they do not like it. I actually will be posting a reading about this later today on Instagram, so you can check that out as well. Maybe some messages for you might overlap. Anyway, let's see. What do you need to know right now, group 2, regarding all of this? Spirit, what does group 2 need to know about all of this gossiping that's happening about them? We have shift, symbiosis. What does group 2 need to know about the gossip? We've got choices. What does group 2 need to know about all of this gossip that is happening about them? And we have abundance. I love how the first card for you is shift, because it just confirms everything that we've been channeling so far, that this gossip has most definitely been triggered by a positive shift that has happened in your life. In fact, the universe is encouraging you, group 2, that the more consistently you keep on making the right choices which are in alignment with your highest good, the more you will get to witness such beautiful shifts in your life. You are on the right path towards abundance, more abundance. And this gossiping, this lying, this jealousy, it cannot come in the way of this. Because you work hard, because you make the right decisions, because you know what it is that you want and you go for it, you deserve the abundance that you have gotten and the abundance that you will be receiving in the future. Because this isn't about one good shift that happened in your life. This is, I feel, an upcoming energy too. You will be witnessing, I just saw 1111, you will be witnessing more such positive shifts in your life. Group 2, sorry. I'm getting very busy bee vibes from you, group 2. In general, I don't think you've got the time to bother yourself too much with these people and what they've got to say about you. You know it's not true. The universe knows it's not true. The universe has in the past rewarded you with a lot of abundance for your good decisions, and it will continue to do so in the future as well, and that is all that matters. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. You can book a personal reading with me through Instagram, Gmail or WhatsApp. All those links are in the description box. You can also become my patron and access exclusive tarot readings and videos. That link is also in the description box. Thank you so much for being here today. If you are new to my channel, do consider subscribing. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. Let's find out what is the latest gossip about you. So first we'll take a look at your oracles and then we'll move on to your tarot cards. So the oracles that came out for you are mystery, stop, confidence and cleanse. Alright, Some of you might have been drawn towards group 2 as well, or you can check out group 2 if you feel called to. So, firstly, the people that are gossiping about you are people who, and this is so interesting, you do not take notice of these people anyway. Like, they do not matter to you anyway. In fact, you might not even know their names. You might not be familiar. Like, even if it's a familiar face, you might not know their name, or maybe you only know them by their name. Like, you don't even know what they look like. Like just another person on your Instagram list, or just another person connected with you on LinkedIn. You don't know them personally. You do not care about them because you seem to be busy and happy and thriving and in your own lane. And they seem to have an issue with it. So it's obviously a them problem. It's not a you problem. It sucks for them. These people, from what I can see over here for you, group 3, want access to you, cannot get access to you. It is as simple as that. There can be, okay, so for some of you, for example, let's say that this is someone who keeps on having one-sided conversations with them in your DMs. Like how that happens a lot of times. Someone will keep on messaging you even though you are not replying. They will not take a hint. They will keep on sending messages. So it can be someone like that. It can be someone who unnecessarily tries to be too friendly with you, even though you're clearly not showing any interest. But again, they will not take a hint. They will keep on pushing, and when you do not reciprocate, they'll get pissed off. This is a very specific message that I just got for you, group 3. If someone on your Instagram list has recently added you to their close friends list, because you can now see a green ring around their stories, and you don't have the faintest idea like who the fuck this is, or maybe like you know them but you barely know them, and so it makes no sense. Why are they adding you to their close friends list? It is a gimmick. It is just a strategy to get your attention, but I don't think it's working. Maybe you just see the green ring but you don't necessarily open their story. So again, there is frustration sitting in this energy as well, for sure. They want access to you, they're not getting access to you. Here's the thing about you, group 3, that I can see. You weren't always like this. You might be a people pleaser in recovery, group 3. Perhaps in the past you used to make yourself exceptionally available for people. Maybe you were very friendly. Maybe you were a yes person all the time. You could have learned your lessons the hard way, and you are definitely transforming. You're leaving your past behind. You're not that person anymore. In fact, ever since you've stopped being a people pleaser, ever since you've stopped associating yourself with everyone, you are much more happier. They can see that. They can see glimpses of your life, but they're not getting to be a part of it. And that is why they're gossiping. Think of it this way. Think of yourself as a celebrity for a moment, all right? People are very invested. They want to know where do you go for vacations, how many properties do you have, whom are you dating these days. But they can't get all of that information about you. So, like the media, they'll just, make up stories, publish those stories like that. I hope you get the example, So, that is what this feels like. They are interested, but they're not getting access, which is why they keep on gossiping. So I'm just hearing that they keep on making these stories almost like for their own entertainment or for their own satisfaction, because it makes them feel like they're a part of your world, even though if they snap out of that delusion, they will know for a fact they are not at all a part of your world. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now, group 3. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, we have Temperance, and the Page of Swords. So these people might have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in their charts, but you wouldn't know that because, like I said, you don't care about them. Like, you don't even know them that well. Definite stalker energy over here too. It's like they're obsessed, these people. I mean, for your group at least, I'm getting this energy very, very strongly. Group 3, that whoever this is, whoever these people are, can be more than one person. They are obsessed with you. They want to know everything about you, but they cannot get to know everything about you. What's interesting is, okay, now I'm hearing fan fiction. What the hell is going on with this group? So yeah, for sure, obsession. Okay. Has anybody seen that movie? Is it good? I haven't seen it till now. Anyway, Group 3, for a lot of you, I feel like it is someone of the same sex as you, and they're obsessed with you. But like, it's not that they've got any romantic feelings for you or anything. They're just obsessed. Okay? It's almost as if the life that you are living, they want to live that life. But instead of taking inspiration from it from the outside, they want to get very up close and personal with you. And when that does not happen, they cook up all of these stories. Interestingly, in your case, I don't think there are a lot of takers. I don't think this is a big group of people that are gossiping about you. Like I said, it's at most just one person, and that one person, whoever 2-3 other people they talk to, so it's relatively small. Like, the number of gossip mongers for you guys is less. This individual or these gossip mongers, in your case Group 3, they seem to be very moody. Sometimes they'll sing praises, at other times they'll bitch about you. Sometimes they'll say that, oh, I want to be like Group 3 inspires me, look at Group 3 going and just living their life and winging it, and I want to be like them. And at other times they'll be like, oh, Group 3 is so mean, Group 3 is so stuck up, Group 3 has a God complex, gosh knows what Group 3 thinks of themselves, like that. You never really know with this person. And yes, for sure, with the Page of Swords, this is someone who has tried multiple times to get a conversation going with you, but either you do not reply to their messages or you're very quick to shut it down. I do not think you've engaged in a lengthy conversation with this person ever. They definitely have branded you as mean, as rude, like I said, stuck up, all of those things, simply because you're not giving them attention, and you are not at all giving them attention. And what's interesting is, I won't say that you are starving them of attention. You don't even know that they want it. Like I said, you do not seem to be sitting in an energy where you are extremely mindful of who has been trying to talk to you and who hasn't been trying to talk to you. The Nine of Pentacles tells me over here that you have your own little bubble, which is where you thrive. You talk to a limited number of people. Everybody, everything outside of it barely gets any attention from you. And it has always been like this. It's not that success or more money or a better life has suddenly changed you. You've always been this way. People might assume that you're an extrovert, but in fact you're not. You're an introvert, or you are selectively extroverted. But people don't get that, and they don't get it because you come across as a very confident person. Maybe you really are a very confident person, maybe you're very good at public speaking and all of that, but that does not mean that you will also talk to just about everyone. And that is another basis for this gossiping. I don't understand, why wouldn't they talk to me? Your behavior does not make sense to this person, but I feel like it makes no sense to them because they're not they're not guessing the obvious, and the obvious is that you do not want to talk to them. They're not a part of your world, and you have no plans of including them in your world. It cannot get any more clear than this. But whoever this delusional person is, they do not want to recognize that. They do not want to see that. Think of it as someone. Okay, so now I just heard "never meet your heroes," which just tells me that this is someone, like I said, whose energy keeps on switching between, oh, I'm your biggest fan, to then a disgruntled fan who'll go on bitching about you. That is what it seems like. I'm also hearing mimicking now, group 3. So if at all your attention has gone towards a particular individual or group of individuals who've of late started mimicking you, your dressing sense, your mannerisms. I'm also hearing coffee order, which again is a very, very specific message, so take it only if it resonates. But if you have started noticing all of these changes in someone around you, then these are most likely the people that are gossiping about you. Okay, now let's see, what do you need to know about all of this? Spirit, what does group 3 need to know about all of this gossiping that's happening about them? What does group 3 need to know about all of this gossip that's happening about them? We have alignment, self-love, leveling up. One more message, please. What does group 3 need to know about this gossip that's happening about them? And we have infinity. The first thing that I see over here is that the universe is very, very proud of you, group 3, because you are in alignment with your highest self, all right, with your best life. The choices that you're making, the way that you behave, the way that you act. You know how we say that dress for the job you want? I feel like that is your attitude towards your life as well. And the universe really appreciates it. They would want you to focus more on self-love and less on these negative energies around you. I'm also getting that you're very protected, group 3, so in general there isn't much that you need to be worrying about. There is more potential in you than you have tapped already. It's like your potential is limitless. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, however much it is that you've achieved right now, you can take it up a notch or many, many notches, because it's boundless, it's infinite. That is what you need to be worrying about, if at all, not any of this. One more thing, just in case you need a little help to take your mind off the gossip, although I don't think you pay much attention to it anyway. But for those of you who are single and you have been waiting to meet the love of your life, it seems as if you both are finally in alignment, and a lot of it has got to do with micro and macro acts of self-love that you've been doing of late. And so any minute now, you will be meeting the person that is meant for you. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 3. You can book a personal reading with me through email, WhatsApp or Instagram. All the links are in the description box. You can also become a patron and get access to exclusive tarot readings and tarot reading videos through Patreon as well. Thank you so much for being over here today. If you are new to my channel, do consider subscribing. I will see you next time. Bye.